Welcome everyone to the game called Slay the Princess. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day. I have decided to get back into doing some YouTube. I gotta find some more games to play though, some more things to do. I have some people that are wanting me to make simulations with them, stories if you will. So, we'll be doing that. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So we have a couple of options. Ooh, I like that moves around. Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason why she is going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet! I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue the cabin and turn around and leave. Let's see. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay
Of course
with
I
the world
haven't.
ending?
Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well,
Maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
oh yeah, surely I'm not. No. Of course I wouldn't be. You can just like gaslight him and be like, what are you talking about ending the world? Have you considered that maybe though? Oh no. Because it seems kind of bad though. You can't let's forget this. I think I'm gonna gaslight him. The end of the world? What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I thought it was gonna be something else. My apologies. Alright. Let's just silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Oh.
Don't believe a word she says.
Fair.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That was my only option. I guess I gotta proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade or enter the basement. If I enter the basement, do I not have the blade? Let's not.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh yeah, you ordered Domino's pizza? Sorry, we were late. I was in the middle of the pizza, but we're here now.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Am I, though? Hi, just checking. I'm here to save you. Lie, I'm here to save. What? Oh, let's be friendly.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Huh. I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, so this is supposed to be a horror game.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Huh. Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and
Let's do that
pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I'm gonna try the door.
But it's locked from the outside.
Well, I guess,
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
No. We are perfectly fine. Yeah, perfectly
There's a
fine.
slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
Oh.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh dear God. I mean, she was eating her arm off. I don't know if that's very, princess-like, to be honest.
Fine.
Oh, thank
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm,
well,
just
the knife
above
has
the
blood on it now.
unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh,
Her limb
no.
falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Oh,
how is she still
dear
smiling
Lord.
after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
This is against my, what I'm doing. Oh. Oh, it just, oh. Is there anyone that says save, or do we have Warren? Just got Warren. Okay. Screw the narrator. This is our story.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward,
Ooh.
the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh, is there another one? Okay, there is resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What
That gnarly
are you
nails.
doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing
Oh.
through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh, dear God.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, dear goodness. Oof. Not sure.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you
Goodbye,
die.
princess. Oh?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Terrible deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What's going on here? Oh, you bastard! For now, I'm wise to your truth.
terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Who the hell are you?
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Ooh.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Fair, fair.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, it probably wouldn't have happened if you forced my fucking hand.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Ah, thank you,
Well,
Smith.
not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Thank you. I do have slight common sense.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Ah.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Let's just explore. There's a lot of talking.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Okay.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
You can't already
I
say
already
that.
told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I agree.
But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alrighty.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Oh, yeah. This whole cabin is different than last time. Where's the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm gonna take a look at the
Walk up to
mirror.
the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you
What
know
the
how
hell?
ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Feather up. What? I'm gonna enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I know this thing looks a lot nicer than the one before.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh dear lord.
Held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yeah, I
For
agree.
everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
No, I didn't even get to
You
say
walk down
anything.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here
Oh,
to
Lord.
rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh
The
Jesus.
spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. She called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, Dylan.
Well, it looks
Killed
different.
us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved victims remain unstained by cruelty. And you've done it before. So the entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Wait a minute. Are you a hero, like, changing your mind?
We never saw a world end, now I'm even more certain we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask you, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The Nero who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. What happened after I died does sound pretty good.
The version of me was good about such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that job to a surprising extent. And almost an extent, actually.
Yeah.
Someone like him don't know what to do. No one else like it. I find you right, because I like better if it doesn't have some solid little voice like him, always trying to drive a island.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
That's not... What? Huh?
Was I supposed to tell anybody now? Would that make you happy?
And that's just like our darling says she wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes her beautiful lips. Listening to her, that's confession.
For the sake of this, I shall do no. I don't want the world to end.
Then I can end the world.
She didn't say anything. She is innocent herself. I'm not so sure.
I agree.
What are you talking about? Did you forget she's a world-ending monstrosity? Even if you wanted to unleash her on the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get around those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hands through chains. You've got her hands to slip out of chains. Why have you done it already? Because we have yet to present her freedom.
Oh.
I'm not sure I'll follow.
Yeah, neither am I.
Would you rather believe me a patriarch guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. So you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a hand new truth. No later, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step toward Princess, I'll what? Take over our body or force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain light and death, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd not listen to him if I were you. As he has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Yeah.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm great. You're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It sounds so odd, though.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world. Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She
Oh,
doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had it wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? So gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me
I
what you
just want to
want.
make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Why is the music changing?
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Yeah.
I just want to make you happy.
Why is your eyes getting bigger?
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
That sounds perfect.
No, that everything changed on that one.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
Uh-huh.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, that bastard.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I hear ya.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Oh. No. No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Slightly.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Kind of rude.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
She does look pretty happy.
We did it. What should we do now?
What?
Where did everything go? Where
Oh.
did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No, what?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
The fuck? But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I
A
don't
villain
know.
vanquished. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
True.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I don't really have an option. So,
I'm begging you, don't do this.
you approach the mirror. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone. But the rear remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. What in the... You are alone in this place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What? You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I think this is a good spot to end the video. I hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.